Good morning students, welcome you all in the class of History Civics. Today I am going to start a new chapter from history syllabus, and that is the Delhi Sultanate. It is quite important also. You have studied this chapter in the junior classes also, perhaps in the class 7th. Okay, so listen carefully. In this chapter, first of all, I will tell you about the political structure of the country of India during the early medieval period after Harshvardhan. Okay, so after Harshvardhan, there emerged various small independent states. They were not politically united, so there was a lack of political unity. There was no centralized leadership, no strong powerful leader in the country. Okay, so due to these reasons, because of these circumstances, these reasons, the Arabs, they gained quick victory in 712 AD, and Turk under Mahmud Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori, they also just got quick victories in 11th and 12th centuries respectively. Okay, because of the just these reasons, the lack of political unity, absence of centralized leadership, Arabs and then Turk, they got quick victories in India. But an empire was established only in the 13th century, and there were 5 successive dynasties of Turkish origin who ruled India from 1206 to 1526 AD. And these dynasties were Slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid and Lodi dynasty. Okay. So first of all, in this regard, we will know about the slave dynasty. So before knowing about slave dynasty, let us know about its founder, Qutbuddin Aybak. Okay, who was he? So Qutbuddin Aybak, he was a Turkish slave of Muhammad Ghori. Okay, and he had risen to high rank in Muhammad Ghori's army. Though he was a slave, but he raised to high rank, okay, in the army. And after Muhammad Ghori's death in 1206, the control of Indian territories was passed to Qutbuddin Aybak. So Qutbuddin Aybak, he is considered as the first independent Muslim ruler of northern India, and he is also considered as the founder of Delhi Sultanate. Okay, he had to face many revolts from Rajputs and other Indian chiefs. Okay, he was quite generous, kind-hearted. That's why he is also known as Lakh Baksh. Okay, and most of the scholars consider him as the real founder of Muslim rule in India. So this was all about Qutbuddin Aybak, the founder of slave dynasty. Okay, now let us know about Alauddin Khilji, the ruler of the Sultan of Khilji dynasty. Okay, so Alauddin Khilji, he was the nephew and son-in-law of Jalaluddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji was quite ambitious. Okay, so in 1296 AD, he murdered his uncle. Uncle means he murdered Jalaluddin Khilji. Okay, and he crowned himself as Sultan. And Alauddin, he was quite strict also, and he just revived the ruthless policies of governance which were earlier followed by Balban. Okay, the Sultan of slave dynasty. Okay, then Alauddin decided to limit the powers of nobles and ulemas in the matter of the state. Okay, and he also faced a few rebellions in succession during the early years of his rule. And Alauddin also established a permanent huge standing army for the protection of the territories as well as for fulfilling his ambitions of conquest. He was quite ambitious also. Okay, and he wanted to protect the country from Mongol invasion also. Mongols, they were continuously trying to invade India. Okay, now children, let us know about the market regulations of Alauddin Khilji. It is quite important, it can be asked. So listen carefully, you have to learn it. Okay, actually Alauddin just wanted to control the markets, and it was one of the most important policy of Alauddin Khilji. Okay, and as Alauddin Khilji wanted to maintain a huge army, therefore he decided to lower and fix the price of the daily commodities. Okay, commodities means daily use goods. Okay, so to control the prices, Alauddin set up three different markets for three different commodities. Okay, in Delhi, and these markets were grain market, which were known as mandi, cloth market, which were known as sarai adl, and the market for horses, slaves and cattle. Okay, and to ensure the implementation of his policy regarding the lowering and the fixing of the prices, Alauddin appointed a superintendent which was known as Shahanai Mandi. Okay, and this Shahanai Mandi was assisted by an intelligence officer. He was responsible for the execution of market regulation policies decided by Alauddin Khilji. Okay, this is all for today. In the next video, I will discuss with you about Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Till then, have a good day.